Hi guys, welcome back to Father and Son Investing. Just a short update for you today on Matterport. There was a news announcement that sort of snuck in rather quietly, but potentially a big synergistic game changer for Matterport. Let's talk about what that news is. So here's the way this announcement came out. It was rather quiet. Of course, companies are required to file a Form 8K when they're making changes of significance. They snuck this one in at the tail end of the announcement about somebody leaving the company. So we get here the announcement of Peter Przunka, the chief accounting officer, leaving the company. It goes into detail about his salary, etc., etc., etc. Then if you look at the very bottom, it says other events. This is how it came out. On December 21st, Matterport entered into a definitive agreement to acquire Enview Inc. for a combination of cash and newly issued shares. Now, where might they be getting the cash? They actually just made the warrants exercisable and forced that 30-day period where people will have to choose whether to exercise their warrants or just eat the cost of those. Matterport stands to get about $70 million in cash from those warrants. I think they're going to put that cash to effective use here with Enview. What's the other part of this deal? Well, it's going to be newly issued shares of the company's Class A common stock. Okay, we're looking at some more share dilution here. Now, what exactly does Enview do? I'm going to show you just exactly what Enview does.
Monitoring critical infrastructure is an inherently daunting task. In the US alone, there are over 4 million miles of power lines and pipelines, spread over millions of miles of diverse terrain. Aging infrastructure, geohazards, and increasingly severe weather are making matters worse, while population growth and new building development are pushing closer to right-of-ways, making the consequences of infrastructure failure catastrophic. Operators must deal with these compounding factors with limited resources. Traditional inspections using ground and aerial patrol, solely relying on the human eye, are no longer sufficient. We need better tools. Introducing Enview, AI-powered geospatial insights that help operators prevent threats before they become incidents, faster than ever. By leveraging AI and cloud computing, Enview is providing network-wide visibility into threats and dramatically reducing the time to insight so operators can act on them.
So there are a lot of details about this acquisition that have not been released yet. We don't know yet what the total price for this company will be and what the split will be between the cash and the additional new shares that they're going to generate. Nevertheless, I think that this is a win for Matterport. You may be thinking, why is Matterport, which is generally an inside 3D kind of company, acquiring a company that has to do with outdoor 3D data? Well, I think Matterport is thinking ahead here, thinking about the metaverse, and thinking about ways that they can combine these outdoor and indoor entities to make them work together and work smarter. Additionally, I think that Matterport stands to gain from using Enview's artificial intelligence engine. That one works more with LiDAR. Now remember that Apple camera has that LiDAR sensor that determines distance, so Matterport is likely going to be able to use some of this artificial intelligence to help improve their spatial data for indoors. I think they can even shrink down that measurement limit that they've been working with. Now, there's one other thing to think about here as well. While Matterport is basically doing 3D images for indoors, they also provide 3D images for outdoors. Let me give you a couple examples.
If you don't know a little bit about the Wrigley building, it sits right on Michigan Avenue, right on the Chicago River. It is a historic landmark and a beacon within the city. It's 99 years old. We were asked to look at how, without infringing on the historic nature of the building, we could add new types of lighting. The best way that we could think of this was to scan the facade. Particularly the courtyard. By using Matterport, we would be able to create a detailed scan of the building safely and probably most importantly, very quickly. For this exterior, the Leica BLK 360 was used. Everything was shot from the ground or from a window. There's no cranes or anything really out of the ordinary, which gave us enough capture. I think it was for about 4 stories.
Matterport has always given you the most immersive, realistic online 3D walkthroughs. Now with 360 views, you can add outdoor scans to your spaces. Give your visitors sweeping exterior views. Capture the front door for your hero image. Show off amenities, both indoor and out. With this unprecedented fifth view, Matterport offers the most complete online experience of any place.
So I think that this is just one more way that Matterport is going to be able to synergize with Enview, turning their outdoor scanning into more relevant and usable data. And who knows what else these two companies can come up with to try to synergize and capitalize on their capabilities. Not much else to add then for this acquisition other than it's going to be some cash. Great. Matterport is ripe with cash. There's going to be some stock dilution again. That's going to help keep the share price down for people who still want to buy more of it. And I think this is, again, a win for Matterport. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you think these two companies can mesh together and what sort of synergies I'm missing out on. Share this information with a young person in your life. And until next time, enjoy your investing.